All right, consumers are still noticing higher gas prices as energy prices remain elevated compared to just a few months ago. But it's summer. People want to get out. They want to enjoy life, including those who have boats. It is underway. Boating season across the country already kicked off, and many Americans are feeling the higher fuel costs every time they are at the dock. Marine fuel often costs more than regular gasoline, and boats that can hold 100, 200 gallons of fuel, even a small increase in price, as you can imagine, adds hundreds of dollars today on the water. Let's bring in the CEO of Vision Marine, Alex Mongian, who makes electric boats. They don't run off all that expensive gas. Alex is also a former speedboat racer with more than 25 years of experience in the boating industry, a background in electricity. And he is the author of, also alongside him, best-selling author of The Upside of Oil and Gas Investing. Jay Young, an oil expert and founder and CEO of the King Operating Corporation. Guys, great to see you both. I'm going to actually start with Alex because, you know, you felt the need for speed on the boats and people feel the need to get out and enjoy it. I mean, things are so heavy. You want to take the kids, you want to go out. But marine fuel costs, as we talked about, really can impact them. Talk to us about your company and the surge you're seeing in electric boats. Who are they good for, and what's the benefit too?
We've been building electric boats since 1995, and the demand is growing, especially for the past, I would say, 12 months. We've seen an increase in selling the electric outboards and the electric boats about 400%.
Wow.
It's the price today is in California this morning was $8 at the marina. So for about $5 of electricity, people can enjoy a full day of boating on their pontoon. So it's a growing market.
All right, Jay, to you, oil expert. Oil, gas investing. President Trump has been saying, hold on, we're going to get the deal. It's going to go down. So now it looks like we got the deal. What does this mean for gas prices, what we pay at the pump? And we know, obviously, there's been so much concern about ahead of the midterms, how this is a huge political issue.
Yeah, Bianca, thanks. I appreciate it. I tell you, I mean, I think we're going to see prices come down. I don't think we're going to see the dollar, what was he saying in Iowa, dollar 80 or something. I mean, I remember in Oklahoma we saw $1.92 back in December. So I don't think it's going to go that low. I wish it was that low for boats because I love boating and I love being out there. And I know that they normally, you know, charge about double what you can pay on the shore than you do when you're filling your boat up. So I like that idea. That sounds like a good deal. But overall, we're still going to have a shortage. Our demand is strong in the United States, around the world. It's really strong, and our demand continues. And if we have demand and we don't have the supply, it's going to happen over and over and over again. It could go down right now because people feel like that everything's going to be great. But at the end of the day, we're not going to have the supplies necessary. People are going to be enjoying boats just like this right here.
Yeah.
And I don't know much about battery-operated boats, but I love the idea.
That's why Alex is here. And, you know, if you can't get a boat, get a friend with a boat. That's my advice here. I love friends with boats, Alex. Now, but what's really interesting, too, we're talking about the price. And, of course, that matters because when you bring down the cost, it's more fun, you know, when you can spend it other places. But as a former speedboat racer, as we talked about in your past, Alex, you also have worked with this Olympian, Ian Bruce. And you say what you have is a environmentally friendly boating option. Your company, Vision Marine Technologies, is the only electric boat manufacturer to use lithium. So why is that innovation so important, and why are you guys the only one?
A bunch of companies start trying to go that path a few years ago, and because of the lack of interest by the market, the fuel was less expensive and it was easier to buy a gas boat, and the lack of also product on the market was making the market very slow. We have acquired about 10 months ago a dealership group in Florida, and now we have boats in dealerships, service, and after-sale service. That was the part missing in the industry, a bit like what Tesla did in 2008-9 by building their own infrastructures. And the beauty of a boat, compared to a car, doesn't need the grid to get the boat charge. We're using the regular shore power that every marina has and every houses have when they own a boat. So, and the maintenance is also reduced because there's less moving parts. It's like cars. we're
Yeah.
following the car trend.
Interesting. All right, so there's been a lot of talk and excitement about SpaceX today. We'll see if it ever merges with Tesla, an electric car vehicle. But we know that Elon's the trillionaire. Your book, as we mentioned, Jay, is The Upside of Oil and Gas Investing. Any wise wisdom you can share with people who are looking at maybe doing some investing? What would be your best practice?
Well, I think it's instead of investing in one well and hoping that well comes in and that's it, period. We invest in multiple wells. One of our funds invests maybe in 15 to 20 different wells. We may use a little bit of leverage on the end of it because we want to juice those returns better for the clients. And so I've been doing this 35 years now. And over the last few years, we've decided, hey, let's go institutional. Let's let the investor, the high net worth investor, let's allow him to have tax write-offs. It's 100% write-off, monthly income while we scale that investment for him, the investor, because they don't have a fair shot. And that's why I wrote the book, The Upside of Oil and Gas Investing. Go to our website, kingoperating.com, and just learn more before you just throw money, because if people just invest, they normally make bad decisions.
Get the book, get on your boat, and have a great weekend. I think that's why we put you guys together there, Jay and Alex. Thank you so much. Really fascinating. And we hope some people get to enjoy their families this weekend. It seems like it's a perfect day to be out on the water. Thanks, guys.